साजन मेरे प्रीतमो तुम सैकी भगत करे हो, गुर सेवो सदा अपना नाम पदार्थ ले हो। हुक्म श्री गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब पेज 440 to 442 अंग 440-442। ਇੱਕ ਓਂਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ। ਆਸਾ ਮਹੱਲਾ ਤੀਜਾ ਛੰਤ ਘਰ ਤੀਜਾ। ਸਾਜਨ ਮੇਰੇ ਪ੍ਰੀਤਮੋ ਤੁਮ ਸੈ ਕੀ ਭਗਤ ਕਰੇ ਹੋ, ਗੁਰ ਸੇਵੋ ਸਦਾ ਆਪਣਾ ਨਾਮ ਪਦਾਰਥ ਲੈ ਹੋ। ਭਗਤ ਕਰੋ ਤੁਮ ਸਹਿ ਕੇਰੀ ਜੈਸੈ ਪਿਆਰੇ ਭਾਵੇ, ਆਪਣਾ ਬਹਾਨਾ ਤੁਮ ਕਰੋ ਤਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਸਹਿ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਨਾ ਆਵੇ। ਭਗਤ ਭਾਵੇ ਮਾਰਗ ਵਿਖੜਾ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਕੋ ਪਾਵੇ, ਕਹਿ ਨਾਨਕ ਜਿਸ ਕਰੇ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਸੋ ਹਰ ਭਗਤੀ ਚਿਤ ਲਾਵੇ। ਆਸਾ ਮਹੱਲਾ third chant ghar third। In this Shabad, Guruji is describing detail the way to meet God. First, addressing us as his dear friends, Guruji suggests, "O my dear friends, keep on worshipping God, our spouse. Always keep serving and following our Guru and receive from him the commodity of God's name. Yes, perform the worship of the spouse which pleases our beloved groom. But if you do only what pleases your mind, such as doing rituals or pilgrimages, then the groom would not be pleased. However, the way of loving devotion is very difficult, and only a rare person adopts this way through the guidance of the Guru. Nanak says, the one on whom God shows mercy, only that one attunes the mind to such a true devotion of God. Stanza 1. मन मेरे मन बैरागिया तू बैराग कर किस दिखावें, हर सोहेला तिन सदा जो हर गुण गावे। कर बैराग तू छोड़ पाखंड सौ सब किछ जाने, जल थल मैयल एको सोई गुरमुख हुक्म पछाने। जिन हुक्म पछाता हरि के राम, सोई सर्व सुख पावे। इव कहे नानक सो बैरागी, अंदिन हर लिव लावे। Advising his mind and indirectly us against a false show of detachment from the word and devotion to God, Guruji says, "O my falsely detached mind, to whom are you showing your detachedness? Because they who always sing praises of God, a song of divine bliss continually plays within them. Therefore, O my mind, shed your hypocrisy and have true longing for God, because He knows everything inside one's mind. The one God is pervading in all waters, lands, and the sky, and the Guru's follower understands God's command. They who have realized God's will receive all comforts. Nanak says that person is truly detached who day and night keeps attuned to God." Stanza 2. जय जय मन तू धाउदा तै तै हर तेरे नाले, मन सियानप छोड़िए गुर का शब्द संभाले। साथ तेरे सो सदा है, एक खिन हर नाम संभाले। जन्म जन्म के तेरे पाप कटे, अंत परम पद पावहे। साचे नाल तेरा गंड लागै, गुरमुख सदा संभाले। यूं कहे नानक जय मन तू धामदा तै हर तेरे सदा नाले। Reminding his mind how God is always with us, Guruji says, "O my mind, wherever you go, God always remains with you. Therefore, O my mind, We should abandon our own cleverness and always remember and act in accordance with Gurbani, the Guru's word. If just for a moment you truly meditate on God's name, then you would realize that God is always with you. Then sins of your myriads of births will be washed off, and in the end you will attain the supreme state of salvation. O my dear mind, if through the Guru you always meditate on God, you will form a close friendship with the eternal God. Thus Nanak says, O my mind, wherever you go, there God is always with you. Stanza 3. Satgur miliye dhavat thamya निज कर वस्याए नाम विहाजे नाम लय नाम रहे समाए थावत थम्या सतगुर मिलया दसवां द्वार पाया तिथै अमृत भोजन सहज धुन उपजै जिस सब जगत थम रहाया अनेक वाजे सदा आनंद है सच्चे रहा समाए यूं कहे नानक सतगुर मिलिए धावत थम्या निज घर वस्याए. Next, describing what kinds of blessings we enjoy when we truly meet and start following Guru's advice, he says, O my friends, upon meeting the true Guru and following his advice, the wandering mind stops running around and it comes to abide in its own house, the God's home in our body. Then it acquires a name by meditating on God's name and remains absorbed in the name. Yes, on meeting the true Guru, the outgoing mind is held fast and one enters the 10th gate, the door to the God's mansion within us. There, in the 10th gate, rises the divine tune of spiritual equipoise, which is like an immortalizing food for the soul, and the sound of that word with which God has kept the universe supported. There continually play countless musical instruments, and always the free word keeps playing. Nanak says this is how the outgoing mind is held and comes to abide in its own home. मन तू ज्योत स्वरूप है अपना मूल पछान मन हर जी तेरे नाल है गुरमति रंग मान मूल पछाने ता सौ जाने मरण जीवन की सोजी होई गुर प्रसादी एको जाने ता दूजा भाव न होई मन सात आई वजी वधाई ता हो आ परवान यूं कहे नानक मन तू ज्योत स्वरूप है अपना मूल पछान. Next, Guruji wants to wake up the mind and make it realize its divine origin, so that it may not constantly run after false temptations which are against its own essence. Guruji says, O mind, you are the spark of the divine light. Recognize your true origin. O my mind, God is always with you. Following Guru's instruction, enjoy his love. If you realize your origin, then you will easily know God and you will understand what is spiritual birth and death. If through Guru's grace you come to realize that there is only one God who pervades all hearts, then no other attachment would arise in you. In this way, when peace prevails in the mind, the sounds of joy would ring within you and you would be approved in God's court. Therefore, Nanak says, O my mind, you are the spark of divine light, realize your true origin. Stanza 5. मन तू गारब अटिया गारब लदया जाए माया मोनी मोया फिर जूनी भवाहें गारब लगा जाए मुग्ध मन अंत गया पछतावे अंकार तिसना रोग लगा बिरथा जन्म गवावे मन मुख मुग्ध चेतै नाही अगे गया पछतावे यूं कहे नानक मन तू गारब अटिया गारब लदया जावे. However, reminding his mind actually asks how instead of recognizing its divine origin, it is filled with the arrogance. Guruji says, "O my mind, you are stiffened with haughtiness, and you will depart from the world smeared with this inflated ego. You have been enticed by the enchanting worldly riches, and because of this, you would be made to go through existences again and again. O foolish mind, if you go to the next world inflated with ego, then you would repent in the end. This way, afflicted with the maladies of self-conceit and desire, you would waste your life in vain. O foolish self-conceited mind, you do not remember God, you would repent when you go to the next world." This is what Nanak says, that, "O my mind, you are inflated with pride, and you would depart from this world laden with pride." Stanza 6. मन तू मत मान करें जय हाँ किछ जानदा, गुरमुख निमाना हो अंतर ज्ञान हाँ बुद्ध है सच शब्द मन खो, हो निमाना सतगुरु अग्गै मत किछ आप लखावे, अपने अहंकार जगत जलिया मत तू अपना आप गवावे, सतगुर के भाने करे कार सतगुर के भाने लाग रहो, यूं कहे नानक आप छड़ सुख पावे मन निमाना होए रहो. So advising his mind, actually ours, Guruji says, "Oh my mind, do not feel proud that you know something. Instead of following Guru's advice, you should become humble. Within you are ignorance and an egoistic intellect. Cleanse this dirt through the true Guru's word. Becoming completely humble, you should bow before the true Guru and do not at all try to assert your ego. Through self-conceit, the word has burnt itself, and so you do not destroy yourself like the rest of the world. You should do whatever is the advice of the true Guru and remain attached to what the true Guru likes." This is what Nanak says, that, "O my mind, remain humble, because only by shedding self-conceit can one obtain peace." Stanza 7. ਧਨ ਸੋ ਵੇਲਾ ਜਿਤ ਮੈਂ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਮਿਲਿਆ, ਸੋ ਸੋ ਚਿਤ ਆਇਆ, ਮਹਾਨੰਦ ਸੋਜ ਭਇਆ, ਮਨ ਤਨ ਸੁਖ ਪਾਇਆ, ਸੋ ਸੋ ਚਿਤ ਆਇਆ, ਮਨ ਵਸਾਇਆ, ਅਵਗੁਣ ਸਭ ਵਿਸਾਰੇ, ਜਾਂ ਤਿਸ ਭਾਣਾ ਗੁਣ ਪ੍ਰਗਟ ਹੋਏ, ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਆਪ ਸਵਾਰੇ, ਸੇ ਜਨ ਪਰਵਾਨ ਹੋਏ, ਜਿਨੀ ਇੱਕ ਨਾਮ ਦੜਿਆ, ਦੁਤੀਆ ਭਾਉ ਚੁਕਾਇਆ, यूं कहे नानक तन सो वेला, जित मैं सतगुर मिलिया, सो सो चित आया. Now, sharing with us the delight he felt when he met his true Guru, he says, "Blessed was the time when I met the true Guru, and by his grace that master came to reside in my mind. Then great bliss and ecstasy prevailed, and I felt peace both in my mind and body. Yes, when I remembered that master and the Guru enshrined him in my mind, then all my faults were destroyed. When it so pleased him, merits became manifest in me, and the true Guru himself accomplished all my tasks. The devotees who meditated on the name of one God and who got rid of their sense of duality were approved in God's court. Therefore, this is what Nanak says, that blessed was that time when he met the true Guru and that spouse came to reside in his mind." Stanza 8. ਇੱਕ ਜੰਤ ਭਰਮ ਫੂਲੇ ਤਿਨ ਸੈ ਆਪ ਫੁਲਾਏ, ਦੂਜੇ ਭਾਏ ਫਿਰੇ ਹਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਕਰਮ ਕਮਾਏ, ਤਿਨ ਸੈ ਆਪ ਭੁਲਾਏ ਕੁਮਾਰਗ ਪਾਏ, तिनका किछ न वसाई, तिनकी गत अवगत तू है जाने, जिन ए रचन रचाई, हुक्म तेरा खरा फारा, गुरमुख किसै बुझाए, यूं कहे नानक क्या जंत विचारे, जां तुध भरम फुलाए. Now, Guruji once again thinks of the self-conceited persons who do not remember God and continue to wander in myriads of painful births and deaths. Showing his compassion even to those, Guruji comments, on their situation and says, there are some creatures that are strayed in doubt, whom the Master himself has strayed. Instead of God, such creatures continually wander in the love of otherworldly riches and continue to act out of their self-conceit. The Master himself has strayed them and put them on the wrong path, and so there is nothing under their control. Therefore, addressing God, Guruji says, O God, you yourself know their high or low state of mind. It is you who has created this world of good and bad persons. Your command is truly strict because some creatures are treading the wrong path, and it is only a rare person whom you cause to understand this command through the Guru. Therefore, this is what Nanak says, that what can the poor creatures do if you stray them in doubt? Stanza 9. सच्चे मेरे साहिबा सच्ची तेरी वड्याई तू पार ब्रह्म बेअंत स्वामी तेरी कुदरत कहन न जाई सच्ची तेरी वड्याई जाको तुद मन वसाई सदा तेरे गुण गावें तेरे गुण गावें जा तुद भावें सच्चे स्यों चित लावें जिसनो तू आप मेले सो गुरमुख रह समाई यूँ कहे नानक सच्चे मेरे साहिबा सच्ची तेरी वड्याई. In the end, Guruji expresses his thanks on behalf of those who by God's grace have realized the truth and become united with him. He says, O my eternal Master, eternal is your glory. You are the supreme infinite Master. No one can describe the limit of your power. Yes, your glory is eternal. They within whose heart you have enshrined this glory always sing your praise. However, they sing your praise only if it so pleases you, and they always remain attuned to you, the true one, whom you yourself unite through the Guru. Remains absorbed in you. This is what Nanak says, that, O my eternal Master, eternal is your glory. Stanza 10-2-7-5-2-7. The message of this beautiful Shabad is that we should make our mind understand that it is the spark of the divine light. It should recognize its divine roots and true essence. Following Guru's advice, we should love and worship our God from the core of our heart. Abandoning our ego and cleverness, we should follow Guru's advice in complete humility and meditate on God's name. Then our mind would stop wandering after worldly temptations and would become stable and poised in the 10th gate, where it would enjoy the elixir of the free melody of divine music in union with God. वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. SGGS page 440 to 442. Thank you.